All right. So listen, man. I've been bombarded with consultations, man, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Guys are I don't feel cool enough, man. I ain't cool enough right now, man. They're one of them show, man. They're one of them show right here, man. Let's get physical with it. I've been getting a lot of consultation with guys, man, who are finding themselves caught up with low quality women. Now, you may say all women are low quality, but not all women all around the world are low quality. But you got to know what a low quality woman is when you see her. And so we're going to cover some things, maybe about 12, 13 things, man, that point out what you should be looking for and what you should be avoiding. And how you know if you should just be playing with a woman while you trying to stay with her, man. I'm going to tell y'all, boy, women are stronger than y'all think. Man, when I say strong, I don't mean physically strong. I mean emotionally strong to where she can think about how emotionally strong you have to be to spend years of quality time with somebody every day, being intimate with them, making memories with them, only to turn around 10 years in and stab them in the back. Only to turn around 20 years in, and take them to court and treat them like they're your worst enemy. There's a room out that Derek Fisher got to get his ex-wife $124,000 a month, dog. 124 bands a month. What kind a woman who been with you that long should be in the courtroom saying, no, don't make him pay me that much. That ain't fair. But I'm telling you, the type of emotional strength that a woman has, dog, and you can say it's not strength. Yeah, it is strength. That's how you get caught up in sucker mode with a broad, because her emotional strength is you underestimated. You know what I'm saying? You think she's emotionally weak. No, bruh, she's emotionally strong. I'm a keep it a buck with you. I'm a man of my word, and I'm gonna be honest with you, bruh. There is no way you can compete with a woman emotionally. That's why I keep my emotions the hell away from women. I'm not finna let no woman dominate me. You get your emotions caught up with a woman, dog, you automatically fall into sucker mode. You understand? You're gonna fall into sucker mode. You're gonna be worrying about things you ain't got no business worrying about, man. You're gonna be worrying about who she with, what she doing, and all that type of silly stuff, man. When you ain't got no business worrying about that, cause she gonna be with who she wanna be with and do what she wanna do with them. You ain't got no business worrying about that. And the very moment you feel like you worried about that, you gotta take a chill, dog. So we're gonna pop some clips in, man. I got a clip for every topic, man. I got a clip for every topic tonight because I wanted to come through, man, and touch on this topic in a way that's gonna be effective, man, and that's gonna affect everybody the way it should. You understand? So let's title this 14 Reasons You Trapped with an Unworthy Woman Who Is Suppressing Your Masculinity. Cause a lot of y'all, man, a lot of y'all in the chat now. So everybody in the chat ain't no boss, ain't bossed up and living that single life, man, and living that high altitude life for none. Nah, everybody ain't doing that. Some of y'all tied up with the wrong woman right now. And I want y'all to understand, you ain't got no business being tied up with a broad like that. You ain't got no business being tied up with a broad like that, man. So I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do right quick too. Y'all give me a quick second. So we're gonna pop this thing on up, man. And we're gonna get to it the way it's supposed to be done. Hold on. Give me a quick minute. Got a good show tonight, man. Y'all roll with me for a minute, man. I'm trying to get this thing together here. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, man. JT Corn Rings. What up with you, man? What up with you, man? Salute Doc BOA and chat. Salute to you, man. Salute to you. KT, what up with you, man? Isaac, oh, what up with you? Jonathan Smith, I see you, man. True Life G, what up? AJ Shocker in the building, man. All right, let's get ready to do this thing, man.
Close to you?
Yes.
Now, the number one reason that, if this is the number one reason that, and I'm not ranking these in order of importance, this is just number one. The woman you meet in America is a modern woman, and they seek commitment. Think about this. Even when you're a trick, she's seeking your financial commitment. If y'all just have a sexual relationship, she's seeking your physical commitment. If you suck her enough to legally wife up one of these, bro, she's seeking your emotional commitment. If you're an emotional sponge and a psychological sponge for her to pour her problems into and a shoulder for her to cry on, she's seeking your psychological commitment. And so they're all seeking commitment, but they never want to give commitment because they don't have it to give. She can't commit. That's why in 20 years, she could take you in court and rip you to shreds in court because she cannot commit. She can never commit. Ever. In 50 years, she can't commit. She never can. Unless you're her first. If you met her and she was a virgin and she's still your wife now, 50 years in, you got her. Unless you just fall off and drop the ball in all kind of ways and you just become a fraction of the man you used to be now. You got to stay on kill. You got to be the man that you were meant to be. You got to stay bossed up. You got to stay on point. You can't fall off and become a lesser version of yourself. Nah, man, because you don't want to do that for the rest of your life. But let's look at an example of that right now where a woman never wants to be committed. Women turn down proposals. Women break up. Women get proposed and break up engagements and all of that, bro. I want y'all to put a one in the chat right now. If you ever heard a man say, yeah, man, I was engaged to my woman, then I broke it off. All broken engagements are caused by women. Check it out.
Anybody ever proposed to you?
Yes.
And what happened?
No.
You said no.
She said
Yeah.
it.
Because you're not gonna propose to me when you messed up. We're not doing that.
Mm-hmm. It was a real proposal with a ring, or was it like
he had the ring? Yes. And he was like, would you take this ring? I said no. Don't let me see it though.
Oh, shit.
Let me see.
And then
And I'm like, no, I can't right now.
I would love to see what it looks like.
That's
Do
it,
you know
let
my
me see.
taste? We have a
But no.
jeweler right here. If anybody else wants to propose.
He did it twice. It was
He did it twice?
No, it was my baby father and my ex-boyfriend. Yep.
Okay.
And I feel like, I feel like when a man mess up, that's when they want to like clean stuff up. I'm the type of person, back in the days, I wasn't playing. You cheat on me, you done.
You still feel that way? Because you said back in the day, do you feel like that?
I still do. Because when you cheat on a woman, it's hard for her to come back to that.
Right.
And if she comes back to that, it's still going to be messed up because she's never going to trust you again. She's still going to have that feeling in her stomach. Every time you go outside, every time you do something, she's still going to feel that way. So it's like, if you're going to do your dirt, you better do it correctly, but I don't know.
Right. I better never find out. Never find out.
That I will not find out. Treat me like a queen. Okay? Don't give me mixed signals. Don't give me none of that. Treat me good, and I will never treat you different.
Here's what I want y'all to understand, man. It's easy for a woman to say that, but you got to think about when a woman says she never gets over that, that feeling never goes away. That's why you can meet a woman who got all these trust issues and shit. Man, listen, boy, a woman will come along and say, well, I need to be able to look in your phone, or I need you to leave your phone here. I need to have your code to your phone, or I ain't got time for that. You got to think about this, man. It's not worth it for you to try to prove yourself to a woman. If you got to prove to a woman that you trustworthy, man, I know I'm trustworthy. I'm not going to prove it to no bro. If she needs that proof, then she just got to watch me. You understand? Just living and learning each other, and she just seeing that I'm trustworthy. That's one thing. But if she need me to jump through flame or hoop with gasoline draws on so she can trust me, bro, I can care less about a woman trust. I can care less about that. That emotional availability, man. You look at what DIY 205 said, Representative Pamela. My ex fired me because I was emotionally unavailable for her. She told me she found someone to give her that. She found a sucker. Bro, if I tell you the amount of women that I was that were in my mix and then they weren't in my mix anymore because of that, because I wasn't emotional available for them, because they couldn't call me about their problems and shit, and they couldn't, I couldn't give her the sun, the rain, the moon, the stars, and the mountains, and make her feel like she was in a fairy tale and all of that, bro. Man, listen, I don't even care about that, because I'm not finna adjust who I am to give a woman that, because a woman who needs that, she's too needy. And the problem with being needy is that if you're a needy person, you can't give anything. So what you look like as a man, building your whole life, and then you just hand everything over to a woman, man, just to have her in your life. She can't give nothing. She need everything. It just don't make sense, man. It really doesn't make sense. So for me, I keep all that shit at bay, man. I keep it all at bay. When you build those habits that create that connection, that create that emotional attachment, it happens, and before you know it, you're stuck in it. You just got to avoid it altogether, man. It don't mean nothing. So you hear this woman right here, man. This woman here is she about 40, and she's still talking about, treat her like a queen and do all this. She about 40. She ain't bad looking now, but she got a lot of work done. So she look good, but it ain't natural beauty. It's I had some work done beauty, and she been, she got a baby by we don't know who. She done dated this man and that man and did, bro. These women don't even have the value to be talking about this. They believe just because they're attractive that they can place these type of demands on men. And the thing is, if you become emotionally attached to a woman, she can place those demands on you. She can tell you that, she needs you to do this and needs you to be this and needs you to have her back like this and do. Man, I don't want to hear none of that. You understand? All that shit is for a woman who earned the wife position in your life. I want y'all to think about this. Think about the woman in your life, in your entire life now, that you gave the most to, that you gave the most of your energy, the most of your time, the most of your money, the most of your dedication, the most of your availability. And I want you to be honest with yourself and tell me where you properly compensated for that shit. I'm not even talking about financially. I'm talking about anyway. I'm talking about, did the woman cater to you? Something simple, something real simple. Something simple like, if the woman gonna cook for you, she just buy the food. She just buy the food and say, hey, I'm cooking such and such for you tomorrow. And then you just fall through and eat. Things like that. Simple thing. I'm talking about, you ain't asked for nothing, just out the blue. See, cooking for me every day don't matter, because I don't want you to cook for me every day, because most time when I eat, I like the things that I prepare for myself. And all my meals don't even need to be cooked. So when you think about it, just that thought, a woman having the thought to do something and doing it on her own. Most men don't even get that. You know what I'm saying? You're doing all this giving and all this lovey-dovey shit, man. You can't even get that. And I'm just gonna tell you, man, that's why I tell you, man, when I say keep your gators on her neck, I ain't telling you to be cruel to a woman. I'm telling you not to be cruel to your damn self. I'm telling you to make sure that the woman understand that she got to come correct, man, if she gonna be in your life. All this, well, I'm just pretty and you should give me money and you should pay my bills and you should do all that. Man, shit don't make no sense, dog. Don't do it, man. If I was you, I wouldn't do it. So don't do it. Another thing I tell y'all is this, man. The second reason that you all trapped with a scallywag who don't deserve you, man, listen, bro. A woman was born to be an individual. We don't live in an environment where a woman was born and taught and raised to be a wife. She wasn't raised to be that. She wasn't raised to be a team player. She wasn't raised to be none of that. She wasn't raised to be a part of what you got going on. She was raised to think she could have something going on and then want you to be a part of that. Think about how they always say, well, a real man come and he lift you up and he gives you what you need in order to be able to become who you want to become and do the things and follow your goals and dreams in life. Man, if your goal and dream in life ain't to be my woman and dedicate yourself to the process, my progress, I ain't got nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing for you. I can give you, I can jump up and down on you from time to time. That's all I can do. You know what I'm saying? I can let you practice your throat goat skills. That's all I can do. All the rest of that shit, man, I ain't doing none of that. Because let me tell y'all something. There's always a man out there who is waiting to be a sucker for the woman that has not proven herself worthy in your life at all, because she don't have to prove herself worthy in his life. So let's take the next clip out, man. The number two reason is they were born to be individuals, not team members. They weren't born to be on your team. They weren't raised to be on your team. And we'll listen to Tasha Smith, the actress, and she on the Breakfast Club, man, and she gonna be talking to Jess and this other chick, man, and watch all this individual shit she talking, bro. And just think about it. I want y'all to think about this. All this individual stuff she talking, women want to be in relationships with each other. They want to reap the benefit of you. They want you to pay their bills. They want you to give them money. They want you to take them out. They want you to wine and dine them. They want you to chase them. They want you to cater to them. They want you to do all that. But when it comes to who they want to build with, man, they want to build with other women. Check it out.
I am so proud of you. When I saw everything that was going on, I was literally singing your praises to have the courage and boldness to make a decision to live your life in the way that you saw it. And I'm so proud that you took that leap of faith. And it's something, I got to share something with y'all, because when I was like meditating last night, and I was thinking about you and I was thinking about Jess, not trying to but y'all are both my girls. Yes. You know, I played Jess's mom, you know, on a TV show, and y'all are my babies. And when I think about just us as Black women and just how powerful and unique we are, I was meditating and I was like, what is it that I can say to women? And
let me tell y'all something, bro. Women are not powerful. They think they're powerful because they're free. You know, they talk about how they've been oppressed and how, you know, they couldn't do this and they couldn't do that. They think they're powerful because they're free. Freedom doesn't give you power. You go back and look at the abolition of slavery, and you look at what happened. Yes, the previously enslaved were free, but they didn't have no power. Freedom alone don't give you power. Just because you can go and do whatever you want to do, and it's not like they're all trying to do the best positive things. Just because you can go and sleep with how many men you want to, and nobody can say anything, and you can alter your body and do all of these things, and nobody can say anything. Nobody's saying anything because nobody cares. Nobody cares how many bodies you go catch. Nobody cares how you alter or mutilate your own body. That's not power. That's just freedom. You're free to mess up as bad as you want to. Okay, fine.
Do you mind if I just share this? Because okay, so what I ended up writing down was, you are not in competition. Mm-hmm. You're in community. Mm-hmm. And us as women, sometimes we think we're in competition, but we're not in competition. We're in community, right? And also, your light doesn't dim because someone else is shining. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not going to dim our light to let someone else shine. If anything, when all of us are walking in the room together, allowing ourselves to shine, that room becomes even brighter, okay? The other thing I thought about, and this was you and Jess, is that every woman is uniquely designed. I was thinking about my girls over here. We're all unique. We're all different, right? But we don't have to fear about anybody taking up space, because there's room for every shade of brilliance, okay? The other thing I wrote down was, insecurity dissolves when we recognize individually as women our divine design. Because we are all designed divinely by God, right? And when we embrace our uniqueness, we give others permission to do the same. So let's celebrate each other. You know that, right?
Yes.
And let's allow ourselves to not be afraid of anyone else's light outshining our light, because it can't happen when we walk in who we are. I love you. I love Jess, and I love what both of you are doing. Your voices are so important to our culture and to our women. So let's allow ourselves to remember, and not that you guys feel like this, but this is for all of us women, that we are not in competition. We are in community, period.
Now, I'll bring something to y'all attention. That sounded great, right? That's what relationships are made of. If your woman really accepts that your light is for her to bask in too, she don't compete with you. She don't go against you. She's not adversarial. She's not aggressive. She's not combative. She goes along with everything that you're going along with. That's the point of her being dedicated to the process of your progress. So you can shine more and more, because when you shine, she's under your light too. It shines on her too. But you hear this woman talking, and she's saying that women should be like that with each other. I'm telling you, the average American woman, dog, she want to be in a relationship with women. She don't even understand how to be in a relationship with you. She wants to use you for your utility. But when it comes to a relationship, the understanding and commitment that it takes for a relationship, they want to be in relationships with each other. That's not bad. That's not good. That's just true. I'm just telling you what's real, man. They want to be in relationships with each other. Women, female empowerment. How many of them you hear say, well, in my household, I'm going to empower my husband by giving him all my support and make sure that he don't have to worry about nothing when he comes home or when he's out or anything. You hear a few women saying it. We heard Morris Chestnut's wife say it. We heard Lorenz Tate's wife say it. We heard Denzel Washington's wife say it. Very few wives say it. Samuel Jackson's wife says the same thing. These guys have been with the same woman for 20, 30, 40 years. Cookie Johnson says the same thing. And I just want y'all to understand that it's rare that you find those women. You're not going to find a Cookie Johnson stay with Magic even when he supposedly had HIV. You're not going to find a Pauletta Washington. You're not going to find her. Those women are older. They come from a different era. They come from a different vibe. And they country girls. They come from a different era, dog. And I'm telling you that these women today, the loyalty that a woman should show her husband, they show it to each other. You can't trust that shit, dog. You can't trust that. So that's why I tell you, man, just keep your gators on her neck, man, dog. She don't want nothing to do with you besides what benefits her. That's period, man. Any Americanized woman, any modern woman, she just wants, however you can benefit her, that's what she wants. And they're blatant about it now. They're open about it. They don't try to hide it at all, dog. So I'm telling you, y'all men got to stop playing this role. You listen to these suckers out here, man, telling you, man, if you meet the woman, you need to marry her. You need to, man, for what? How you going to marry a woman that don't want to be a wife? How you going to do that? It's like hiring a personal trainer that ain't never lift weights a day in his life. Why you going to do that? It don't make sense, dog. I'm telling you. We as men, we got to stop believing that these things go down. Also, man, the majority of these women are soul draining witches. They practice witchcraft. They only want to drain you. That's why they always trying to give you the best dome you ever had in your life. Think about it. What we say about that. If you're from the turf, then you know this. What we say when a woman drops some good dome on us. We say, man, she sucked out my soul. Because that's really what it feels like. You can feel a huge portion of your testosterone leaving you. It fit for a brief moment. After the best dome you ever had, you are less of a man. That's how much of your masculine energy is flooded out of you. And when you think about it, bro, men chase that and don't even understand what it is. And if there's a woman, man, that's on you like that regularly, dog, man, she is draining all your energy, dog. I'm telling you what's real. And the thing is, you got to remember this. Your energy ain't the only one she draining. Because I promise you, if a woman is doming you like that, she doming somebody else too. May not be as regularly as you, or you might not be as regularly as him. I'm telling you, brothers, y'all got to start understanding that the 304 principles, man, they living by whole principles out here. So you got to live by pimp principles. You ain't got a choice. You understand me? You ain't got a choice, dog. And I'm just telling you, bro, they're controlled by their libido. They're controlled by their libido. Listen, you don't understand. Listen to the word I'm saying, controlled. They're controlled by it. When she is aroused, she is controlled by that arousal. And you fool enough to believe that she been that way her whole life and now she ain't gonna be like that with you. But watch this clip. Watch what this woman says to McQueen and watch how he responds, man.
No, you've already done that. And I told you what happened.
Like, what would you say if I told you that I needed your nut? Like, I need it.
I would say, what is it that why do you need that?
Just, I want to taste it. I want to know what it's like. Like, your energy is so amazing. Like,
thank you.
And I can only imagine how uplifting it would be to like swallow your nut. Like I feel like your aura, like that, like it would be inside me then.
That's what the purpose is. Your energy leaves you. You want to know what an energy vampire is? A woman who willingly and freely domes guys that she's not even in a relationship with. You think about the woman you met and the first time you were intimate with her, she gave the best dome you ever had. She's an energy vampire. You're not the first. You won't be the last. You got to understand, man, when you're dealing with an energy vampire. Now, at some point, a woman may get to that point with you, but you can't, when a woman is ready to go straight to that, she's an energy vampire. Here's the crazy thing. Sometimes they don't even know they're energy vampire. They just know that makes them feel good. They don't know it's because of your energy, because they've been doing it for their whole lives. Way, way younger than they were supposed to be doing it. You know what I mean? This is what you're hearing right now. It's the full-fledged energy draining Jezebel spirit right here.
Like I would have like your part of your soul, you know, would be inside me, and I really want that.
Part of your soul would be inside her, and she really wants that. Part of your soul. I'm telling y'all, brothers. That's why I tell you, man, you out here meeting these women, man, that been with all these men their entire lives, bro. She is no good for you. She'll never be good. Any woman who has ran up that count like that, she'll never be good. Like she's always damaged for the rest of her life. In 50 years, she'll still be damaged. She has too much masculine energy in her. There's too many men's energies and too many men's soul and spirits are inside of her. And here's the problem. That's not bad. That's not good. It's just true. It don't matter to me. It don't matter to you. But here's the problem. You meet that woman and then you try to be in a relationship with her and you fall in love with her. And you let her convince you that she's in love with you too, but she can't be in love with you. She can't be in love with anyone. She just wants to drain your spirit energy. There is no love in her. She's controlled by evil energies, bro. And all she can do is drain you. She can never give anything back. There's no replenishing. She can't even connect with you enough to replenish your energy with her femininity, because her femininity is gone because she's so full of masculine energy from all of those guys. You have to understand this, brothers. And then, like Aaron said, you got to understand, bro, everybody in certain groups is just out there wild and out, sleeping with whoever, whenever, however. They do not care. You know what the chances are of you coming down, man, with some type of STD or some type of STI, or maybe something you can't even get rid of, bruh. Do you understand how real that risk is? And you got fools out here telling these young men, man, to go out there and sleep with as many women as you can. How crazy is that? Because if you sleeping with as many women as you can, those women that you sleeping with, they sleeping with as many men as they can. It's not the way that we should be living, dog, and it'll be detrimental to your life. And that's why you can't let that broad go. That's why you so caught up with that broad. That's why you so stuck on that broad. That's why she can do what she want to do and say what she want to say to you, and you can't leave her alone. That's why she can treat you like that, because you have given her control of your soul. That's why you got to make a woman contribute shit from day one. If she ain't contributing nothing to your life, man, don't touch her. You're a fool if you touch a woman who don't contribute nothing to your life. And then you get caught in this cycle where all you could do with your life is just chase women and chase more women and chase more women and chase more women. Why? Because you have become the male version of her. She is a succubus and you are now an incubus. You got to protect your energy from these bras, dog. Now, another reason that you caught up and trapped with these scallywags, man, is because they're allergic to masculine men. So their goal is to effeminize you. And let me tell you how crafty a woman can be. A woman will effeminize you by acting super sensitive. You know, a woman could turn on her tears, man, like clap on, clap off light. A woman can turn her tears off and on. And so what she'll do, she'll turn them on. And she's hoping that you're soft enough, that you're a sucker enough, where they'll affect you in a manner where you feel like you need to tone back and scale back on your masculine energy. You understand? That's why they use terms like emotional maturity and, you know, always feelings and emotion. Everything they say to try to shame you out of being a masculine man has something to do with feelings or emotions. Well, here's the problem with that. The moment you start toning down your masculinity, she got you. Because the only woman who wants you to tone down your masculinity is a masculine woman like this one.
Really?
If I was with a guy, I couldn't be with a masculine man because I'm masculine. So if I was to find the guy that just so happened, you know what I'm saying, it just connects and that's just what's meant for me. I would really want him to be feminine. I would want him to shut the fuck up and cook and clean and do all that type of shit. I feel like that's cool. Like, okay, it works. We balanced. Is he gay though? If he likes that, maybe he is. She.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe he is. She. I wouldn't mind that either.
I don't know.
Bro, this is what y'all dealing with out here in this world, man. That's why these guys, man, instead of telling you to travel somewhere, man, with some good quality women, now they're telling you to travel somewhere and meet some more scallywag from somewhere else, then record it and brag about it. Nah, bro, I'm saying to you, wherever the scallywags are, avoid them. You got to stand on principles, dog. You got to stand on manhood and masculinity, man. You got to do it. And here's the thing. You can't be worried about if the woman going to go be with somebody else. If you do that, she'll be with somebody else while she with you. See, we're not talking about trying to keep a woman from being with somebody else, because you could do all that catering to a woman, man. You could give her everything she want, everything she need, bro, and she will still drop the draws off, man, to a man who don't give her nothing. I'm talking about don't give her nothing. And that's just what you got, bro. You got to deal with that. You just got to accept that and let that be a part of your mind frame, dog. Because let me tell you something, bro, and it's real talk. The majority of the women you meet gonna be broke. They're not gonna have nothing going on in their life. If they do have something going on in their life, they're going to have family members that drain them dry. So even if they have a career, it ain't going to be amounting to nothing because their family members going to be draining them dry. They're going to have some type of connection to somebody from their past that they've been in a relationship before. And when they think about it, it's going to make them cry and upset them. And they're going to be hurt all the time. Or they're going to be attached to somebody from the past that dropped them like a bad habit. And they're going to be caught up on him. And they're going to still have feelings for them. They're going to need closure. Or they're going to be the type of woman that something happened to them when they was a child, when they was young, and they're going to be dealing with that drama. And the majority of them have that. The majority of them have been touched by someone before they were old enough to be touched, but someone who shouldn't have touched them anyway. Man, bro, it's just so much to deal with. And then y'all out here treating them like they prize specimen. How you going to be the prize when you got psychological issue from somebody touching when you were young? How you gonna be the prize when you got family members that treat you like crap, but always relying on you for money all the time, and you still give it to them? How you gonna be the prize when you've had 3 miscarriages because you can't carry a baby past a certain term? How you gonna be the prize when you have to put all this makeup on to cover your face, and you had to put all these fake lashes on to cover your eyes, you had to put all this fake hair on to cover your head, and you had to put all this stuff on to cover your body, and you had to present yourself to the world as an alternate reality version of who you are? How you gonna be the prize under all that? Now, this ain't a knock on women. We don't care what they do. We don't care about them going to do all that. But how you as a man gonna treat her like she the prize when she don't even think she the prize to herself? It don't even make sense. It doesn't make sense, man. It's time for you men to stop living like this. It's time for you to stop building your life around, man, catering to a broad, man, trying to make her feel a certain way. It ain't my responsibility. That's not my responsibility. It ain't my responsibility to pay her bills. It's her responsibility to break bread. Man, let me tell y'all something. I don't deal with no one man that don't contribute to my life financially, dog. Now, I may tap up from time to time, man, but it's gonna be rare. It ain't gonna be no like, it ain't gonna be an every week thing. Sometimes it might be a month or two. You know what I'm saying? It just got to be if I'm really feeling her, then yeah, I might tap a man from time to time, but it ain't gonna never be no type of relationship situation if she ain't dedicating herself to the process of my progress. She don't deserve nothing else but that if she ain't dedicating herself to the process of my progress. And she can go find any sucker she want to give her all that other stuff. But for me, there's one prerequisite to a woman being in my life in a meaningful way, and she got to be dedicated to the process of my progress. If she ain't kicking down nothing, if she ain't contributing nothing, hey man, listen, boy, if she thinks she's finna be with me, man, her ass is bluffing. It ain't finna happen, dog. And I want y'all to start taking advantage of your life, taking control of your life like that. All 3 or 4 of y'all that's in here right now, stop chasing these 3 or 4s, man. That's what I want y'all to do. Now, the number 5 reason that you caught up with these scallywag, man, and you don't know no better is because you are looking for the perfect woman. You will take a young woman that's dumb and think that you can shape her into the psychological, mental, emotional version of what you want her to be. But that's not happening. It's rare that you're going to find a young woman who's logical. By the time a woman becomes logical and accepts her plight, she's too old. Don't nobody really want her like that. You know what I'm saying? I bet Vivica Fox would love to settle down with somebody right now. The problem is, don't nobody want to settle down with Vivica Fox right now. We've heard Lisa Ray complain about how she can't find a man. She want a man now too. But don't nobody want her right now. That's just how it is, man. So, and well, I won't say nobody. I'll say no man that she wants her. No man that she wants her. But let's take a look at this clip, man, and watch this older lady. This lady got to be 60. And watch what she says now that she's this age. Peep game.
I'm currently looking for a boyfriend. I pay all the bills, his and mine. He get a $500 weekly allowance. Depending on what kind of car he already has, I'll buy him a 2025 or better. I don't have any kids. My job, I'm an entrepreneur. I fly in and out of the country on the regular. You can cheat, but I ask that you let me know, and y'all take STD tests so won't none come back to me. I love real hard, and I don't play no games. I only play the radio. I like riding trailers. So if you for real and you looking for a girlfriend, I'm looking for a boyfriend. Hit me up.
Hey, listen, bro. Listen, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. This happens to women and they don't even have to be her age. That's the problem with a woman like Vivica Fox or Lisa Ray. They don't want to break bread with nobody. They don't want to pay nobody. But when a woman gets to a certain age, her options turn into like a man's options. You know what I'm saying? When a woman get a certain age, she got to pay just like, but men, we pay when we young too. Like we provide and protect. We find a woman that's worthy of the wife position, we provide and protect. A woman get to a certain age, dog, she go into provision and protection mode. All that femininity that she should have taken advantage of when she was young, once that's gone, the options change for her. The options gonna change for her. You understand? So what happens is, if a woman can't accept the fact that she's with a man that's getting it, you know what I'm saying? And that's going to be a certain lifestyle that she can rely on and depend on, but it's possible that that man may have another woman or something like that. Then she going to end up keep playing the game till she top over in them 40s, man, late 30s, early 40s. And then she going to end up with a man she got to take care of, or she going to end up with a man and they just going to struggle together forever. That's just how it go. You know what I'm saying? But you got to understand, some women deserve to be with a man who just going to struggle. If she been struggling her whole life, she deserve a man that's struggling too. You can't be a man that's paid, man, and make a woman who been struggling her whole life your wife. You can't do that. She got to show you some. She got to show you something that she can contribute. She got to show you some type of hustle with the muscle, man. She got to do something. Otherwise, you just adding a burden to your life. And eventually she just get to the point where she just struggle through life with a dude. You know what I'm saying? They don't never have shit. They don't never own that. And they just struggle through life together. Or even the worst case scenario than that, she's just gonna continue going through dudes. You know, be with a dude for 2-3 years, and that don't work out because she don't contribute shit. Then she go be with another dude for 2 or 3 years, and that don't work out because she don't contribute shit. Then she go be with another dude for 2 or 3 years, and that don't work out because she don't contribute shit. Now she about 45. Now she's getting over into that age where if she ain't got no paper, man, let me tell you something. 45-year-old woman who ain't got no paper to spend on nobody, she finna be a lonely ass woman, dog. She finna be a lonely woman. You understand me? The same way as a 45-year-old man who ain't making no paper. You know what I'm saying? At that point, she got to start playing by man rules. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man rule don't work the same for her, because any man, this is real talk, any man that a woman has to take care of, I mean, unless something happened to you, been in an accident or something like that, I'm not talking about that, but any man who willingly goes and lays and lives up on a woman and don't do nothing, just he makes that his future projection to just live on a woman, he's a nothing ass dude. He ain't got nothing. But that's what a woman is going to be reduced to. Like the majority of these professional women, dog, they do all this power talking and all that right there. They get to a point, man, they get about 50, man, I guarantee you. Find the woman who was doing all that powerful talking. She was an entrepreneur and she was getting money in the bidding woman and all that. Find her at 50 and watch that she with a dude that she taking care of. Watch she with a dude she taking care of. You know what I'm saying? A woman will be with a man who's successful and leave that man because she found out he has another woman. But I mean, he should be honest, but she'll leave him about that and then end up with a man who ain't got no money and still be having other women. You can't put no stock into what a woman wants. I don't give a damn what a woman wants. I don't care what she wants. I know what I want, what I need in my life. If she fits into that, we can have a wonderful situation and we can build and grow and do all type of things, have a wonderful life together. But if she don't fit, I can build and grow and have a wonderful life all by my damn self. You understand me? All by myself. Long as I chase my paper, man, and keep building, dog, I can have a wonderful life all by myself and still have something pretty and young to play with when I want to play. And honestly, have something pretty and young that ain't been touched to stay with if I want to stay. Y'all got to stop acting like y'all options are the same as women. Y'all act like y'all about to hit the wall or something. That's what it is. Y'all men act like y'all about to hit the wall too. We ain't got no wall. We got a self-imposed wall if you don't take care of yourself. You understand me? If you don't take care of yourself, yeah, you got a self-imposed wall, but they got a biological wall, man. They can't even avoid it. You got guys out here, man, that's with women, man. Listen, bro, you know how many men I know who ain't got no kids that's with a woman with kids, but she can't have no more kids. I'm talking about married. This fool married, his destiny is to be in a situation with a woman who got kids, but he can't never have no kid with her. Where your kid gonna come from? Unless the woman say, okay, well, I ain't gonna have no kid, you can have a kid with somebody else. Just bring her to me, let me meet her, and we'll do that right there. Or unless you as a man say, look, I know you don't want no more kid, but okay, so we're gonna start screening for a baby maker. You understand? She's gonna be a baby maker. She's gonna come around and she gonna live with us and she gonna make these babies. If you ain't got it, if you can't do that, man, but the problem is that woman right there, she got a dude who relying on her financially. So he ain't got the balls to do that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got the wherewithal to do that. It's some crazy situation out here, dog. Let me tell y'all something, man. Bro, hey, and that old lady right there, man, I'm be honest with you, man. She up that weekly allowance to $1,500, man. I'll hit her up. You know what I'm saying? Listen, she up there weekly allowance to $1,500 a week. Hey, man, that's $6 bands. That's $6 bands a month right there, man. I'll rock with her. She be going out of town all the time. She be going out of the country too. Hey, man, I let her go on out of the country, man. If she gonna throw me $6 bands a month, dog. So, but anyway, I say this to y'all, man, because the average American don't make near that. You know what I'm saying? The average American household don't make nowhere near that. So I want y'all to understand, man, there's reasons that you have to stand on principle and not get caught up with these women, dog, because they're not worth it. They're not worth it just because they're not. The things that we should look for in a woman, we don't know that in American society because you can only judge what's out there by what you're around. And I'm gonna be honest with you, in America, bro, when you're looking at single women, we have the lowest quality women in the world. It's not even close. The lowest quality women in the world live here. You understand? And deep down inside, they know it. That's why they always enhance themselves. Let me tell you something, man. When you got low value, you know it. That's why we go work out at the gym. If you look down, man, and your belly so big you can't see your wood, man, you know you got low value. You feel low value in yourself. You can't even see your wood. You feel low value. You're like, man, woo woo. I got to increase my value. But to yourself, though, not to the broad. You want to increase your value to yourself. Now, the number 7 reason that men in America end up caught up with these bras, man, is because these women are gold diggers. That's what it is. They wear it like a badge of honor. They think you should pay them. They think if they get their hair, nails, and all that shit done when you meet them, you should take on that responsibility. And here's the crazy thing. Half of the time, we don't even like how they wear their damn hair. You know what I mean? Half of the time, we don't like that weave they put in their head. We don't like all that makeup they put on their face. We don't like them BBLs. We don't like none of that foolishness, man. We don't like it. But a woman still believes you're supposed to come into her life and pay for some shit that you don't even like. And really all you want to do is smash. You don't even view her as nothing else. But let's check this out, man. We're going to listen to a woman who admits this and watch how condescending she is about the fact that you shouldn't be dating a woman that your ass don't want to pay for. Pay for what? Everybody done paid for it, bro. Literally, I had a woman tell me, bro, I'm the first man that she ever been intimate with for free. I was disgusted. I was repulsed. You know what I'm saying? At that point, I realized, man, I never wanted to touch her again. Like she admitted to me, bro, that she been selling her whole life. That was it for me, bro. Peep game.
Stop approaching women you know you cannot afford. You already see the woman's lifestyle. You see how she living.
So if she's already living that lifestyle all on her own, what exactly is the issue?
You know you can't afford it. Now when she asks you for money to upkeep the lifestyle that she's already living.
Wait. What exactly are these women in these scenarios doing? Why would they be asking men for money in the first place? I thought these women were strong and independent and could do things all on their own. And obviously they've been maintaining their lifestyles beforehand. But yet they would ask men for money while they're dating. That's why they're giving the impression that some women aren't as strong and independent as they want everyone else to think that they are. It's either that or they just view men as walking ATMs. So which one is it?
You want to get an attitude. Go be with your type. She's not your type.
Right. They should be with their type, shouldn't they? The type of women that actually want a relationship and don't view men as just a means to an end.
Man, let me tell y'all something, brothers. That's one of the real. Listen. It doesn't make sense for you to let a woman pressure you into paying her. I don't understand how men got to be such tricks. Like there's always been tricks. Like working girls, tricks were the men who rode the blade to pick up the working girls to get. They paid a fee. They got their treatment, they were gone. You know what I'm saying? They gave up a little bit of treasure for a little bit of pleasure, and they were gone. And then they came back the next time. These suckers be getting in the full-fledged committed relationships with gold diggers, man. You have to pay a fee to be in a relationship with the broad, man. Why? 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 Why you meeting a woman worrying about her bills? Man, I don't give a damn if she ain't got nowhere to stay. I don't care if she got, I don't care if she homeless. I didn't put her in that position. I don't care, man. Listen, I don't care if she got to live in a car. I lived in my car before. She'll be fine. I don't care if she, bro, I don't care where she got to go. That shit is not my responsibility. And here's the thing. Here's what a woman would tell you. And this why you can't get into no type of committed relationship with a bro who ain't got nothing. Because if you get into a relationship with a woman who has nothing, she rightfully expects you to take over her responsibilities. Now, like she was saying, when you first start dating a woman, you just met her, man, I ain't paying for that. I ain't even paying for food. You know what I mean? I ain't even paying for food. Listen, unless we've already established the intimacy. You know what I mean? Because dating, let's be honest, if I was in the dating game, I ain't in the dating game. I don't date. But if I was in the dating game, I'd just be dating to get laid, dog. I wouldn't be dating and trying to find no woman, man. Ain't no woman that's worth having, man, out dating. Because if a woman is actively dating, she's actively mating. I don't want no woman, dog, that's actively dating because she's sleeping with guys sometimes. Understand that a woman with a high body count does not deserve a husband. She is a 304. She's not wife material. I'm telling you now, listen. The first time a woman sleeps with a man that she's not in a relationship with, that is 304 behavior. If a man can just take her to dinner and then sleep with her, that's 304 behavior. She does not deserve, she has declared what she wants to be in life. See, it's a choice. A woman don't have to go out and date all these men and sleep with all these men. It's a choice. If she makes that choice, you let her live that life. You don't take her out of that life and make her your wife, because all you did was turn her into a housewife. And she ain't gonna never be a housewife. She'll be in the house and she'll be your legal wife. But when you put those two words together, housewife, she ain't gonna never measure up to that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you something, brothers, and this real talk. If you take her from the streets, it don't matter how hard you balling. Cause from time to time, boy, them damn streets gonna be calling. And when that call get too loud in her ear, man, where she can't block it out, it's keeping her awake at night. It's doing all of that. She gonna take her ass back to the streets, dog. She going back to them streets. And it's okay for a woman to be in the streets. You just don't want the woman to be in the streets and then come home and get in your bed every night. I'm not telling you don't even deal with a woman. I'm telling you don't put her in the wife position in your life. Because I'm going to tell you, bro, listen, a woman will use you until you can't be used anymore. Bro, listen, now I'm not going to tell you, man, listen, I've dealt with some broke broad before. I dealt with some broke women before. And they're all the same. Whenever something happens in their life, it's your responsibility if you make her your woman. If you say you're my woman, that's it. It's your responsibility. That's why you can't say that. You know what I'm saying? You can't say that, bro. And let me tell you something. The number one sign that a woman just views you as the bag is if you tell her no about something and she changes on you, she just see you as the bag. Now, you may not have ever given her anything, but the first time she asks you for something and you tell her no, if she changes up the way she act, dog, she thought she was finna work that. She thought she was finna work that magic monkey on you, man, and turn you into a sucker. That's all she do, man. She trying to work that magic honey on you, man, so she can get you for the money, man. And you just can't let that happen. That happens when you, let me tell you how the number one way you avoid emotional attachment to a woman. Stop looking at her as a viable option to be in a significant role in your life. You understand? A woman got to have something that is required to be in that role. She got to be making some real good money, and a woman who making real good money is just busy. You know what I'm saying? A woman who has a real strong career where she making good money, she a busy woman. You know what I'm saying? She got to be a busy woman that's getting some money, who don't party, who don't drink, who don't smoke, who don't do all of that. These are prerequisites that I have, man. That's why I never meet a woman at a bar. I don't deal with no woman who drink. I don't deal with a woman who smoke. I don't deal with a woman who blow trees and I don't deal with a woman who pop pills and none of that, dog. I don't deal with a woman who go to clubs and bars and all that, man. I don't do it, dog. I don't deal with a woman who at the Usher concert, man, getting cherries, licking cherries, man. I ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. I can't rock like that. And I want y'all to understand that you got to have a standard where you don't rock like that either. Now, the number 8 reason that you overvalue that dirty broad while undervaluing yourself and selling your masculinity to her for dirt cheap is she's never even seen a happy, healthy relationship. She don't even think it can exist. When she looks at you and you make her believe that you try to be in a relationship with her, she automatically peg you as a sucker because she don't believe it can happen. So she's not receptive to those type of advances the way you want her to be. She's not receptive to the promise of loyalty and dedication and commitment and all of that because she don't know. She don't know how to do it. She's either seen her mama cheat on her daddy, or she's seen her daddy cheat on her mama, or she's seen her auntie cheat on her uncle, or she's seen her uncle cheat on her auntie, or she's seen her male cousin cheat on his wife, or she's seen her female cousin cheat on her husband, or she's been cheated on by the man she was with, or she cheated on the man she was with. A lot of time, man, you meet these women, dog, they come from situations where they themselves were cheating on who they were with, or they were somebody else's side chick or something like that. Bro, let me tell you something, bro. One of the wickedest things you could ever do to yourself as a man is wife up a side chick. If she ever been somebody's side chick, ever willingly, knowingly been somebody's side chick, boy, she's not worthy of nothing more than being a side chick. You too, if you're a dude and you've been a side dude before, willingly been a side dude, that's all you worth. You're a side dude for life. Being a side dude or a side woman, dog, that is a cursed existence. A curse comes with that. You stuck in that valuation situation. That's just who you are. So let's take a look at this, man. It's going to be quick, man. And this woman is going to say pretty much the same thing. Watch her family. See who got somebody. See who don't.
Fellas, if you dating a girl and you finally decide to go around her family and ain't nothing but women, that's your sign to run. Okay? Her mama don't got no man. Her grandma don't got no man. Her great grandma don't got no man. The aunties don't got no.
Let me tell y'all something, bro. Man, that's one of the most serious things that you can hear, dog. That's one of the most serious things that you can hear. Because here's the problem with that. None of the women in that family know how to maintain a situation with a man and make him want to be there. Now, one of them got a man and he a simp. That ain't the same thing. I'm talking about a man. Man, the majority of the times, and I want y'all to think about it. Think about all the women whose family you've met. Think about it. Man, these women, nobody in their family be having a man. Nobody in their family be having a man. Or it just be one person that have a man. But then I'm going to tell you something now. Sometimes you meet that woman who everybody in her family got a man, but she ain't got no man when you meet her. But here's the problem. When you look at their lives and you look at her life, you will see her life look different than everybody else's life, which means it narrows down to her decisions. She's just a terrible decision maker. She makes bad decisions. You know, and once you get to know a woman's history, bro, then you realize that bad decision making, that history goes way back to the time a woman was young in some cases, bro. Like, you got to think about this, man. I want y'all really to think about this. Some women only have their bodies. They don't have nothing else. And I'm just telling you, men, please listen to me, man. If you don't listen to nothing else I say tonight, if all a woman has is her body, she's always gonna be accessible to multiple men. It may be two, but it ain't gonna never be one. She's always gonna be accessible to multiple men. She's just always gonna be that. And I'm not saying she gonna consistently be smashing multiple men at once, but there's always gonna be another man available to her because all she has is that. And deep down inside, she knows that unless you are absolute sucker who gonna commit to her. And that's what a woman hoping. A woman hoping, man, that you meet her and you just gonna commit to her. Y'all gonna be living together before you even know who the hell she is. Because let me tell you the crazy thing. It's easy to get a woman in your shit, boy, but it's hard to get out. You understand? It's hard to get out. And I just want y'all to understand that, man. A woman is banking on the fact that you're gonna be enough of a sucker where you finna give her the life that some nigga from her past should have given her. You understand? A man, a woman, you'll meet a woman, dog. Y'all meet women, man, that have 5 kids by 6 men, and y'all be talking about and be trying to live with you. I'm talking about literally, man, be trying to move in with you. Move in with who? Why the hell you finna go with your 5 kid by other dudes? Man, let me tell y'all something. 5 kid represent 5 men's woods. If she got 5 kid by 5 men, that represent 5 men woods. If she got 3 kid by 3 men, you got 5 niggas woods living in your house. Let me tell you something, bro. Those kids come from that man's seed. You know understand? You walk around with another man's jizz in your house all the time, dog. And here's the thing. A woman knows that shit ain't right deep down inside. But she don't care. She's about self-preservation. She understands self-preservation. Y'all don't understand self-preservation. Now, the number 9 reason that you overvalue that dirty broad while undervaluing yourself and selling your masculinity to her for dirt cheap. It's because she's emotionally scarred from those bad choices in men that we just talked about. Let me tell you something. I have never met a woman. 2 things I have never met. This is real talk. And I'm talking about young women, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I'm talking about young women. You know what I'm saying? Young women between 20 and 30. I have never met a woman ever who wasn't a virgin. I've never met a woman who hadn't been touched before when she was young, or who hadn't had a man put hands on her in one of her adult relationships. Ever. I'm talking about no woman have I ever. Now, I did meet one woman who says she hadn't been physically abused, but she was verbally abused. You know, verbal abuse and intimidation and, you know, threatening and all of that. So, I mean, she ain't had no reason to lie to me about it. So I'll take her word at that, because that's one thing that women will admit. When a woman will admit when somebody did something dirty to her, because she always want to play the victim. You understand? And so, but I sat down and thought about that. You know what I'm saying? I sat down and thought about that, man. And I was like, yo, it don't matter who, but I'm talking about, man, women who done been with one man before. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you. You don't catch too many virgins, but I done caught a few women in my life who were like fresh out of their first relationship. You know what I mean? And bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Even those women had been through some things. And listen, even if it wasn't somebody close to them, a family member or something that touched them when they were young, it was like a friend of the family or somebody local in the neighborhood. All of them, man, done had a run in, dog. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I've been knowing this for a while, but when I really sat down and thought about it, man, I was like, man, none of these women are emotionally, spiritually, and mentally whole enough to trust in an important situation in your life. Because whenever the rush of emotion from one of those situations come through and hit them, they're going to fold on their responsibility in your life. And they're going to withdraw into themselves and become all about themselves. That's why they can't dedicate themselves to anything. Small efforts of dedication matter a lot, because the majority of women won't even give you a small effort of dedication, a small show of dedication. And if you can't get a small show of dedication from a broad man, you ain't got yourself nothing, brothers. And I want y'all to understand that you ain't got yourself nothing. And you got to stop convincing yourself that you do. Because you'll put yourself in a situation, man, you can't get out of, dog. I'm telling you. You'll put yourself in a situation you can't get out of. Now, so let's listen to, we're going to listen to Toya Johnson, man, on the Breakfast Club. You know, Wayne baby mama. And we'll listen to her, man, in the interview. And this is my first time seeing this interview. I hadn't seen it before, but y'all listen to her, man. My bad.
What I would want my man to be, right?
Oh, my
So you
bad. Hold
gotta
up,
be.
hold up, hold up,
Everybody
hold
says
up, hold up, hold up. Wrong one, dog. Wrong one, wrong one, wrong one. Wrong one. Okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. My bad. This clip is a woman thinks money beats femininity. She believes that her having money negates her not having beauty or femininity. Peep game. Listen to this woman talk.
God fearing, yeah. You gotta believe in God, yeah. All of that. You gotta kind of come already put together. Like I don't want to build a man. I don't want to do that. Like whatever I ask for, I'm able to bring it myself. So I want you to be a provider. I want you to be able to lead me because I'm tired of leading. These men nowadays, you gotta lead them. I don't want to do that no more. You gotta be able to be a role.
Now I want y'all to remember her saying this. I want y'all to remember her saying she has to lead men. And just watch the delusion of a woman, how whenever a question is posed, she got an answer to it. But the problem is her answer to each question negates the answer to the last question, negates what she already said. Now, look at here. She just said that she tired of leading men. Y'all keep listening.
And nowadays, you gotta lead them. I don't want to do that no more. You gotta be able to be a role model to my child. Like he has his father. He doesn't need a father. His father's very active. But if you're gonna be in my life, you gotta be somebody that my son can look up to.
I want y'all to understand, when a woman say if you're gonna be in her life, never go into a woman's life. Build your own life. And if the broad want to be with you, she come into your life. If she wants somebody to come into her life, let somebody go into her life. I mean, you smash and dash is what you want to do. You smash and dash, so you can just pass. It's up to you. But never go into a woman's life. I don't care how much money a woman make. I don't care what she think or anything like that. You got to stay in your own life because you built that life for you. She didn't build her life for you. She wants you to come in her life and enhance it and make it better. She wants you to come be a role model for her son. I don't give a damn about your son. I don't want to be a role model for your son. I don't want to see your son. I don't want to be around that little bastard. I don't know him. I don't like him. I don't want to be around him. I don't want to know him. I don't want to get to know him. I don't want to take him fishing. I don't want to take him none of that. I did a video not long ago about that dude that took his stepson camping, came back, the real daddy in the bed with the woman. Man, I'm talking about in the bed with the woman. Thought he was coming back the next day. They in the bed, Andres in the bed, sleep like he spent the night. It was early in the morning. So let's get back into this, man.
He make a certain amount of money. Now you said you want him to have his stuff together.
Yeah, he gotta make at least. I make a lot of money, so he gotta make at least. I would say at least like at bare minimum 100,000.
Bare minimum 100K.
Yeah, because you can't. You gotta be able to keep up with my lifestyle. I vacation a lot. I don't want you to be able to be like, if I want to go on a vacation, I can't do it because I got to pay my bill. No, I need.
Now, the reason I can't do it because I'm a hustler. I'm not going to be. Listen, what I tell y'all, a woman wants a woman. This is the type of shit that a man says to a woman. I want you to be free for me. So when I make a move, you can make a move with me. That's why you can't deal with women who got kids. You know what I'm saying? If you deal with a woman who got kids, it better be your kid. You can't deal with a woman who got kids. She ain't got no freedom. She ain't got no freedom at all. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got no freedom. She ain't got no money. She ain't situated. So I want you to listen to her putting all these prerequisites out there. This is what I say to women, and I need you to be free. So when I want to slide somewhere and I need you to roll with me, then I need you to be able to just hop on the plane and come to me. I need you to be able to come where I'm at. I need you to be able to go with me. I need you to be able to move like that. But y'all keep listening. It's gonna get even worse.
I'm sorry, but 100,000 is probably bare minimum.
Okay.
And I don't want a man to be intimidated by me either. Because I make so much, I don't want a man that's making 70,000, 80,000, even 100,000 is low, but I'll take it. I don't want a man to look at me and be like, like she's the breadwinner and feel, intimidated because men do that as well.
Let me ask you this. What if, you say you do pretty well, you make 100K or plus, whatever you make, and he comes to the door.
I make over 2.
Okay, so that's why, so you make over 200K, so that's why 100K is low to you. Now just hear this out. Tell me if this would work. If you met a man that made 70 and y'all joined together, when that your eyes move, wouldn't that be an additional 70,000 to what you guys already had if y'all joined as one?
Yes, Ooh, 70,000. That's low for me. Like he would have to be, because I'm a boss. It's hard for me to date workers, right? Men that like work 9 to 5s. I don't think they really understand my lifestyle.
All right, and for those who are saying she can't get this man with the salary requirement, you said you already date men who make 100K, correct?
The one that I was just with, he was a millionaire. So stop playing in my face, cousins. Stop playing.
Hold up now. Hold up. Now help me understand something. This woman did all this talking about what a man need to have. And he need to be a role model for her son and all this. And he need to be making, at least 100,000. 100,000 is low. The broad just said the last man she was with. Now, I bet she wasn't with him in a relationship. When a woman say the last man she was with, she talking about the last man that she was having sex with was a millionaire. Well, where the hell the millionaire? Wait a minute. Hold up. Why is you looking for a man that make what you make? You just had a millionaire. What happened? What happened to the millionaire that you just had? That's all I want to know. I just want to know what happened to the millionaire you just had. It don't make no sense. You know why the millionaire that she just had ain't with her no more? Because look at her. She's just somebody to smash and dash. She's way overconfident to look how she looks. You know what I'm saying? She's chubby, so you can tell she's overweight. And she believes that because she makes money, it matters. No man who makes money is going to be with that woman in any type of serious relationship. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. There's men out here who make money that have been with all the baddies, with the attitudes and all of that. And they would be with a woman like this if she was sweet. If she was sweet as peach pie, if her disposition was absolutely sweet, it would be phenomenal. It would be phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? There's men out here that would go for her if she was just sweet as peach pie with the soft disposition that just says she just want to make a happy home for somebody. She want to make sure her man fed and make sure his clothes washed and ironed and all that. Make sure his suitcase was packed and all that. Make sure if he has some secretarial duties or some personal assistant duties to do, that she could do whatever he wanted her to do. Man, there are some guys out here that got some paper that'll do it. But I'm gonna tell you like this, dog. When she say the last man she was with, she ain't got to be lying, dog. Cause let's be honest, there's a man somewhere with some paper that'll smash her. Trust me. Listen, what we say, money don't unlame a lame. There's plenty of guys out here, man, who got paper that's just lame, and men who are lame who got paper, they go through droughts. They just go through droughts unless they're willing to break bread like Batman Kevo. Batman Kevo say he paid a woman $12,000 just to fly in, smash, and send her home. If you got money but you ain't got game, you may be going through a drought and end up smashing a woman like this. So I don't doubt that somebody who got money smashed her. Cause let's be honest, it's not like everybody who got money is also the most handsome man around. You notice she ain't said nothing about looks at all. She ain't said nothing about height. She ain't said nothing about none of that. Why? Because she knows that she's not in a position to have those requirements. At least she's logical enough and honest enough to know she don't need to be trying to have no physical requirements. Her requirement is money.
Yeah.
It's a big pay cut from $1 million to 100K.
Yeah, and the one before him made about 160. So y'all don't get it twisted.
Right, let's do the Kendra Cam.
All right, I gotta get out my car.
Let me tell y'all something, brothers. Every woman out here, no matter how she looks, believes she deserves that man. She believes she deserves that man. And I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I do pretty good for myself. And it never crosses my mind how much money a woman makes outside of being able to take care of her own life. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to meet no woman who can't afford to live and she need my need, somebody to help her pay her bills and shit. I don't want to meet that. I've met women like that, and it's not a great solution to trying to have fun with a woman, man, and have an exciting life with a woman. It's just not great. You gotta become a willing trick, and I'm just not cut like that. But When you hear this woman talk, dog, you understand that she believes that having money beats beauty and femininity. She talking like a dude. You know what I'm saying? She talking like a dude. First of all, let's talk about this. She overweight. She loud. She think like a man, and she got a baby daddy who's active. You know what I'm saying? Now, kudos. He should be active. That's his kid. But that mean that nigga around all the time. Like she don't offer nothing. And you ain't hear her say once about her giving no money to nobody. So let me tell y'all something. A woman who make money, her money only matters if she gonna break bread with you. You don't care if she take care of her life. That's her life. If you meet her, if you meet a woman and she can't pay her bills, who cares? That's her responsibility. And if you meet a woman who can pay her bills, who cares? That's her responsibility. But she making 200 over 200,000 and all that. She hadn't quantified herself in any kind of way to be nothing because she believes the money matters, because women want to be in relationships with other women. So they sell themselves with masculine qualities because they're really trying to attract a woman, but they're not bold enough to live in their truth. She ain't bold enough living her truth. I don't know. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, Dr. Noble J. Bay, man. You really can't say that, dog. It's a bunch of women out here making that kind of paper, dog. Women making paper, they just don't manage paper well. So I know a few women, dog. I've known a few women, not more than a few. I've known several women who make more paper than that. Just believe me, bro. And I mean, if you see them, dog, you wouldn't know it, man. You might see them on the Saturday, man. They may have they have pulled back in the ponytail, man, driving a Nissan Camry, dog. But they get into that paper. You know what I mean? Because what you come to realize is that when a woman has a career, she's that she loves, she just focus on it, man. So I can't say, man, she don't make 200. Cause bro, I'm be honest with you, it's women that you ain't never heard of on social media posting Fashion Nova posts that make 200,000 a year just from brand deals. You know what I mean? It's easy. It's easy to I ain't gonna say it's easy to make a couple hundred a year, man, for a woman, but there's ways out there for a woman to make paper, dog. It's out there, man. You know what I mean? Because you just think about it. If you doing, I knew a couple, dog, that they only made money during football season, during college football season. They went around to HBCUs. They picked the game of the week every week and ran around and just sold memorabilia at those games. So let's say Alabama State, Alabama A&M, they was there. They had memorabilia, everything, man. Whatever you want, they had it. Now they got a licensing deal to be able to use the likeness and all that. But man, they were moving that stuff. They only worked through college football season. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man, that couple making, man, about 400 bands a year, just working through college football season. And not at every game. They was always at the same game together. They showed up to the game of the week and all through the week, man, because SWAC championship, all the games until the season ended. If the team went to a bowl game, man, they was out there on the team sideline. They were doing it, dog. I'm telling you, man, it's money out there to be made, dog. And but you know what? When you hear her brag about it like that, Doc, when you hear her brag about it like that, I make well over 200,000. I make well over 200,000. She was nothing before she made that money. Whatever a woman leads with when she tells you her qualities, ask a woman what's her 3 greatest qualities about herself. And those are the 3 things she prides herself in. You know what I'm saying? If it's looks, then she gonna always do some whole shit because she thinks her looks is her number one thing. If that's her number one thing. If she funny, that mean that, man, she don't take life seriously. Like if these are the qualities, if she list them like this, and if says she's if she's smart, then you look at her education, you see what kind of money she's making. Because honestly, being educated don't make a woman smart. If a woman is educated and she got a bullshit job, then something that don't represent smart. That just represent educated. You got a degree, you educated. How did that play out in your life? How did you apply that degree in your life? So these are the questions I ask when a woman says, okay, I got a degree, or I got this, or I got that. I just want to see what you got. I want to know what that looked like. You know what I'm saying? Help me understand what I'm looking at. That's all I want, dog. I just want to understand what I'm looking at. Help me know what I need to know. You understand me? That's all I want. And so I say this to y'all, man. Don't be impressed by a woman selling herself financially, because it really means nothing to you and I. Her selling herself financially means nothing to you and I. It don't carry no weight with us. You know what I mean? It's cool if that's what a woman got, and You know, there's no need to knock her. We ain't trying to knock the woman and then like that, man. But we looking at the scenario and we're saying to ourselves, okay, well, why is this important to me? You know what I mean? Why is what you have important to me if you ain't breaking bread? You understand me? If she ain't breaking bread, man, her money means absolutely nothing if she ain't breaking no bread. You know what I mean? If she ain't breaking no bread, y'all hold up for a minute, man. Put that thing in there, man. I know y'all be asking me for it, man. I won't just stick it up there. All right, man. Oh yeah, let me say this to y'all, man, before we continue, man. By special request, man, I set up bulk consultations, man. I had a few guys asking me about them. Guys been asking me about them forever, man. I just didn't get around to it. I ain't want to. Maybe I ain't want to do it, but I got bulk consultations set up right now, man, and got a sweet discount with them, man. I mean, if you know you need some help in your life, man, you're gonna need more than one. It'll bode you well, man. Just go ahead and book them bulk. But let's get into this, man. Let me get this super chat right here. Roll one of what's good, brother? What up? Salute to you, man. Appreciate the sponsorship of the show. What's up? What's up, Doc? I got this chick that I like. However, the broad told me that we have to join our accounts. I told her she crazy, dropped her. She badly kicked down. Yeah, man, bro, man, that's the type of thing that be happening, bro. Let me tell you the crazy thing, man. And this is why I don't deal with women who ain't getting no paper. I was dealing with this chick, man, and you know what I'm saying, and we were just kicking it sometime, man. Like it wasn't no, we kicking it every day and we around each other every day, man. It was sometime, man. Shit, man. We go a couple of months without seeing each other, man. But she went through a little financial hardship, man, and she told me, bro. She told me, if I got a man like you in my life, I shouldn't be struggling. And that stuck with me, dog. Like she fell on the sword for the battle, man. Like she put it on the table and tested me to see if I was gonna be a trick. You know what I mean? And she was just in survival mode, dog. And so I don't even knock a woman for trying to get paper, man, if she in survival mode. But then I realized, man, that I don't really want a woman that's in survival mode because she ain't gonna be able to rely on me while she in survival mode. So what I learned from that experience is that I just need to avoid women who are in survival mode because you're not going to be able to survive off me if you're in survival mode because I'm not finna bail you out of survival mode. I'm just not gonna do it. You know what I mean? I'm not cut like that, dog. I ain't wired like that, man. You know what I'm saying? So the number 11 reason. Oh, I ain't even played the Toy Johnson thing, did I? Hold on, let me play it, dog. I'm tripping. The illogic of a woman who says all men cheat, but some men you'll never find out. Well, if you never find out, how the hell you say the man cheat? This is a woman who's been cheated on by a couple of guys, and she just assumed all men cheat. But you can't quantify all men cheat. No woman can. You got to have a hell of a high body count to quantify that all men cheat. But when you hear the way women talk and say illogical things like this is just a scarred woman talking out of her pain. She believes all men cheat, but some you'll never know. You'll never know they cheating, but I know they cheating. Think about this. You'll never know they cheating, but I know they cheating. That shit don't even make sense, brothers. Now, I want y'all, we're gonna break that one down in a different way. If this is what a woman believes, she's beneath you. If you're an honest man, you can't deal with a woman who believes this. Because I'm an honest man. So that woman needs to respect that I'm an honest man and appreciate that I'm an honest man and rest assured that she ain't got to worry about me doing no slick shit behind her back because I'm an honest man. A woman is going to know. You understand me? Man, listen, bro, I will, and I do tell a woman the truth. I'll tell a woman in a minute that this is not a relationship. This is a situationship. This ain't a relationship. And yes, of course, a woman to get in her feelings because here's the thing. A woman will believe that you follow her illogical way of thinking. So y'all could be in a situation where all y'all do is get together, man. Y'all hang out and kick it, have a blast together sometime, and y'all have some amazing intimacy, and then y'all go back to y'all lives, and y'all live completely separate lives. Y'all don't even know everything about each other's lives. You know, y'all don't know each other's moves. It's not even that level of relationship. But when you tell a woman that this is a situationship, she gets in her feelings about it, not because she thought it was a relationship. She thought that you were a sucker enough to be in a full-fledged relationship with a woman who you barely spend time with. So once you put that on the table, you got to make sure, dog, that you are able to make a woman understand what the reality of the situation is. You got to do that. And so if you in a relationship with a woman, dog, listen, man, listen, I tell women all the time, I want a certain amount of kids. If we hit that line and you don't want to go no further, somebody else gonna have to have the rest of them kids. Period. If you probably gonna end up at some point having a sister wife. Matter of fact, ain't no probably. You're gonna end up having a sister wife. If you don't want that, go find you a nigga who don't want that. I'm not gonna compromise what I want or what I expect from my life to add no woman to it, because if she can't go along with what I want for my life, she don't need to be in it anyway. The biggest compromise you could ever make is to add a woman to your life who don't fit. That's the biggest compromise you could ever make. So you just got to keep it a buck, man. The worst thing that can happen is a woman can say, okay, I don't want that. And now unless you something in love, girl, I love you. If you ain't that, if you ain't now one of them suckers like that, then man, you ain't got to worry about it. If a woman leave, man, boy, let me tell you something. The moment a woman leaves your life instantly gets better. I'm going to say it again. The moment a woman leaves your life instantly gets better. Because whatever stress and strain was going on in that situation, you just eliminated it from your life. Your life is instantly better. Now you just got to remember that peace of mind is better than whatever that broad was adding to your life, or whatever you gave her credit for adding to your life, or whatever you was adding to your own life, acting like she was adding it to your life. Your life just got better because you just suddenly got peace of mind. Come on, bro. What we doing around here? We can't be playing these games like this. All right. The number 12 reason that, maybe this is number 11. The number 11 reason that you overvalue the broad while undervaluing yourself and selling your masculinity to her for dirt cheap is you forget that your woman is always freaking somebody else. Always. Unless you're her imprint and you locked in, bro, and you do. Why you think the Most High told the children of Israel, when a man take a wife, he shall not be charged with any work, or he shall not be charged to go to war for a whole year? Because he know that's how much time it take for you to invest in a woman and get her fully locked in. You got to get her locked in, dog. And if you don't have that, man, that's the problem. Y'all have women, man. If you can't lock her in like that because you don't have the time to, or because she'd already been with these men before, man, bro, you ain't got yourself nothing. You ain't got yourself nothing. Why you think so many men come up, man, with a baby, then find out the baby ain't theirs? Because not only is the woman sleeping with other men, man, the woman is sleeping with multiple men unprotected. Let me tell you something. There is no greater show of the energy of a 304 than for a woman to be sleeping with multiple men unprotected at the same time. I'm talking about she's involved with multiple men and nobody got her strap up. Because here's the thing. One, unless you like that crazy woman who had two husbands, then she let the boyfriend come move in. We ain't talking about that. One of those dudes, if not both of them, for sure, the outside dude, he is sleeping with other women for sure. The dude at home might be sleeping with other women because her energy with him ain't connected, right? And most times, a woman who in a situation like that, she ain't really in a relationship with now one of those guys. She just sleeping with both of them. Let me tell you something, bro. Ain't no greater show of a 304 than for a woman to be letting multiple men slide in her raw, dog. That shit is crazy. That is filthy, foul, dirty, nasty, disgusting. Man, bro, man, let me tell y'all something, man. And this just throughout my life, man. I'm an OG now, man. I'm kind of super laid back now, man. My standard's so high now, dog, that the majority of women that I ever see, period, they just not qualified. You know what I'm saying? They don't fit into my life in no kind of way. You know what I'm saying? No matter how bad she is, no matter how much money she make, my set of standards is different. You know what I mean? So the baddest woman on the planet, she can be drop dead gorgeous, but if she eat pork, she can't be in my life. I ain't gonna touch her. If she eat seafood, she can't be in my life. I don't touch her. I ain't gonna touch her. If she drank liquor, she can't be in my life. I ain't gonna touch her. If she smoke trees or eat edibles or any of that, she can't be in my life. I ain't gonna touch her. It ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? It just ain't gonna happen. You know, it just isn't gonna happen, dog. Like that's just my standard. If she got multiple kids by multiple men, I'm not gonna tell you I ain't never touched the one with multiple kids by multiple men. I touched one with 2 kids, 3 kids before, man. But at this point, I wouldn't do it now. I'm not gonna touch one with multiple kids. I just ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Like my standard has been set. It's just elevated another level. You know, in the past few years, about every 4 years, I elevate my standard again. You know what I mean? But I want y'all to understand, dog, that you cannot allow yourself to be in a situation where you're accepting things into your life that don't fit for anything other than sleeping with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Dog, sex is not everything, bro. And the higher quality woman that you're intimate with, the more likely she is to connect with you and bond with you in a meaningful way that represents more than her just something for you to get off on. You know what I mean? But let's look at this clip, man. This is a crazy clip right here, man.
Our 19-year-old daughter is not fucking mine. Did you know I got a blood test for insurance?
Hold on. First of all, lower your voice.
Lower my voice?
Calm down.
Lower my voice?
Calm.
Read that shit. Yo, listen, how's that possible? How am I paying for a kid that's not mine? 19 effing years.
Hey, man, the crazy thing, man, he done busting on her while she on the toilet, dog. Yo, homie was serious about this. He was like, nah, we finna talk right now.
And I'm paying for the college.
That can't be true.
How it can't be true?
Listen, those are just numbers. That's still after all these years, it's been 20 years. It's been 20 years.
Are you
That's
serious?
your child.
Are you serious?
That's your child.
Are you serious?
I've been faithful to you all these years.
I don't give a shit. How about when we first met? Look. 19 years, she's not mine? You know how crazy that is? Do you know how crazy I look?
You are still the father.
No, I'm not.
You are still the father.
You sound effing crazy, lady. Like you sound nuts. One, that child don't even call me.
Hey.
We go to counseling to fix our relationship for a kid that's not mine.
Wait.
Yeah,
wait.
know what?
Wait.
Wait shit.
Don't
I'm
go.
fucking leaving.
Tom.
No, I'm bouncing.
Let's talk.
We are talking. It's okay.
Yo, man, let me tell y'all something, brothers. This is why I tell men all the time. Paternity tests are required. If you get a woman pregnant, bro, do not believe that child is yours until you have a paternity test. Because a woman will sleep with someone else because they're led by their libido. When I tell y'all, man, I abstain for at least 6 months every year if a woman ain't on that same mission, dog. And I don't explain what I do to a woman because I'm not trying to sell myself to her. So I'm not trying to make her believe that I'm a man that can control my lust and control my desire. I don't care what she believes. I'm not trying to sell myself to her. So if that conversation comes up, it comes up way down the line. But a woman tries to qualify herself to you, man. You understand? If you that dude, here's the thing, you could think you're him. But if the woman that's in front of you believes you're him, she's going to qualify herself to you, man. She's going to sell herself to you. And you're going to be able to find out these things, dog. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. Bro, I have met women, man, who I done knocked down, man, within. And I ain't proud of this, man, but just over the years, man. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I met women, man, that were fresh out of relationships. I'm talking about, man, 2 weeks out of a relationship, man. You know what I'm saying? Just got out of a relationship. And when a woman need to recover from what she was in, she'll jump right in with you. Man, she'll jump right in, go right in, be intimate with you immediately. But you got to understand, she just trying to recover the energy she lost to the last dude. And so you can't allow yourself to get caught up with that, because once she latches on to you, that energy drain is going to be so serious. It's going to have your hormones discombobulated. And so you're going to think that you connecting with the bra when you really ain't connecting with the bra. You understand? That woman is draining your energy, dog. And by the time you figure it out, she going to be the extracted her hooks out of you, and she going to be the moved on to the next one. You know what I mean? Here's the thing about a succubus, man. It don't matter how much you like her. It don't matter how much you do for her. It don't matter how much nothing. Once she's gotten all the energy she can get from you, and your energy starts to wane till it becomes low quality energy, then she just listen, she gonna instantly move on to the next host. There's always a host waiting. That's what an energy vampire has to do. A vampire always has to have a host. And so she's immediately gonna move on. And so y'all get in these situations where y'all think the woman was emotionally attached to you. And so when she move on, I'm talking about a clean break. She move on and she don't care nothing about you. Don't ever try to contact you again or nothing. You think that is something wrong with you. No. Then you start thinking, man, I thought she loved me, man. Now stop thinking she loved you. She just drained your energy, and now she's gone to the next host. She's not even a human being. A succubus is not human. It's an evil entity in female human form. You ain't finna be with something that don't look like a human female, right? But that is not a woman. It is something wicked disguised as a woman to your eyes. But if you let your spirit man lead you, you will feel the energy of the succubus. And you will be able to avoid it. All right. The number 12 reason that you overvalue that dirty bra while undervaluing yourself and selling your masculinity to her for dirt cheap is because you thought being a nice guy was going to win. But let me tell you something, bro. We've been learning since childhood that nice guys never win. Let's look at this episode. Everybody Hates Chris.
See, that's what I don't get. I don't understand why girls like you to treat them bad.
Chris, women are crazy. They think just because they get a bad boy, they'll be so special that they be the only ones to make him treat a girl nice. You want a girl to go crazy over you? Be like Mount Everest. Be difficult. Whatever you do, don't be nice.
Do I know you?
You don't remember me?
Don't look like I remember you?
I'm Yolanda.
Yolanda?
No. Sonia, why are you acting all funny?
Look, I'm just trying to read. Why don't you go do something?
I just wanted to talk to you for a minute.
Did you come in here to buy something or just get on my nerves?
How come every time I come in here, you always playing me off?
What's your name again?
It's Carla.
Did your head just do that? Is that a nervous condition?
You ain't gotta talk about nobody.
What's up with that hat?
You don't like it?
If it's covered up a bald spot, it's fine. It's much better than your hair.
What's wrong with my hair?
What's not wrong with your hair?
Call me. Call me. Call me.
That's why, man, I tell y'all, you got to keep your alpha energy on point. Got to keep your alpha energy on point. You just got to be nonchalant, bro. You got to just not care. The moment you start caring, let me tell y'all something, and I'm going to give y'all a secret. When I get tired of a woman and I want to run her off, I just start acting like I care about everything. I just start acting like I care about everything. I start asking her about shit that I ain't never asked her about before. You know, I start acting like I care where she at. That's how you get rid of a woman. Now, if you don't want to get rid of a woman, don't do that. But if you want to get rid of a woman, just start caring. You know what I'm saying? Just become one of those Care Bear type dudes. No woman wants that. Now, if a woman is going through something tumultuous emotionally, man, and she need an emotional sponge, yeah, she wants you to care about but she wants you to care about what she's going through. She don't want you to care about what she's doing and how she move. You want to get rid of a woman? Just start caring about shit. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Famo, salute, man. Salute to you. So that's all you got to do, bro. And when you see it, man, I'm telling you, I've been in this world a long time, dog. And one thing that has always been consistent, a woman will spend time with a nice guy, letting that nice guy do nice things. But when that woman got an itch that need to be scratched, she don't ever, ever want the nice guy to scratch it. When a woman has something that she values, she never, ever wants to give that to the nice guy. The nice guy is the man who believes she's worthy of some relationship shit. You're the nice guy. The man who takes a 304 and says, you my girl. You're the nice guy. The man who tries to make love to the woman instead of treating her like something to have fun with. You're the nice guy. The man who meets a woman and says, well, I'm going to pay your bills and you ain't got to worry about nothing. And I'm going to give you whatever you need and whatever you want. Girl, you know I can provide. You're the nice guy. And you know what happens with the nice guy? Somebody else who ain't a nice guy is knocking the stuffing out of that Egg McMuffin. I'm talking about power driving like a WWE wrestler. I'm talking about jackhammer like a crew of men that's tearing up the streets trying to repave the road. I'm talking about diving in that thing like Greg Luke Gainers off the platform when he busted his head that time and bled in the water when we found out he had AIDS. I'm talking about, man, listen, stroking in that thing like Michael Phelps when he won all them Olympic medals at the Olympics. Boy, I'm telling you. That's what the not nice guy is doing. And what the nice guy is doing is getting love bombed. Man, let me tell you something, boy. The greatest thing that ever turned me off in the world, man, I had a woman used to wake up every morning, man, tell me good morning, every morning. Every morning. Now, I ain't never called on her because I ain't really care. You know, it wasn't no big deal to me. Like, she wasn't my broad like that or no shit like that. But, man, let me tell you something, bro. Boy, that agitated the hell out of me. It just made me treat her worse. You know, it made me be meaner to her and all that type of shit. But I want y'all to understand, dog. And that may just be me. That may just be one of my scars. I don't know, bro. But I don't like that at all. But man, I'll tell y'all, brothers, man, we got to do a better job of trying to be of doing the thing we need to do, man. You know what I mean? Because all a woman wants you to do, man, is be a simp. And when she realizes you're not a simp, she already knows it's going to be a temporary situation. She knows it's going to be temporary because she knows she want to drain somebody's energy and she knows she want to drain somebody's pockets. And if you're the most out version of yourself, she knows she's not finna drain now one of them things from you. She already know it. So look, man, I appreciate y'all being in the joint, man. Y'all put God first, keep grinding and growing, man, and always knowing alphas up, betas down, man. Alphas up, betas down. Alphas up, betas down. And that's real talk, man. All right, man, we're going to slide on out of here, man. I appreciate y'all, man. We may come on here and do a little something. We might do another little show tomorrow, man. Might do a little bit earlier tomorrow, man, but we're going to get on out of here, man. Peace.
Seems like no matter what you do sometimes, your efforts go underappreciated or unappreciated, period. You know, all we do, man, is try to give men the information they need to become the best version of themselves. No hate. We love women. We don't hate them. We just don't take no foolishness. And we can't be controlled by our lust. Those men can, but not us.
Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Simps claiming that they pimps, but they not though. Alphas up, betas down, it's the motto. Suckers claiming to be players, but they not though. Alphas up, motto. Betas claiming to be alpha, but they not though.
Now, I'm not gonna tell you, man, that you shouldn't value your woman at all.